Alright folks, how you doing? So in this video I'm going to be reading a passage from a book called Mysteries, Prophecies and the Hollow Earth, The Ending of the Human Era by Paul Gorman. So this is kind of like a series of questions and answers, and the subject is the Great Pyramid on page 27 of the book, so let's just get into it. So the question: how was the Great Pyramid in Egypt built? It seems that the size and weight of the 2 million blocks of 2.5 ton stone would have been too much for a 6-foot tall human to cut, transport and lift, then to erect into the pyramid of astonishing precision from the ground. Luminous beings of Mars originally altered the elements of stone to cut, lift and place the massive stones into place. Why did they build pyramids on Earth? Half to moor their spacecraft, and half to allow the Egyptian kings willing to learn time travel and willing to live in the future an illegitimate and hopeless voyage into mere death. Seems a bit of a strange answer, but that's what it says in the book anyway. One thing I do like about this book is you get a straight answer. I will give it that much. I mean, I've often said the hardest thing to find in life is a straight answer. So we've got another little passage here. Constructed near each pyramid was a mortuary temple, which was linked via a sloping causeway to a valley temple on the edge of the Nile floodplain. Also nearby were subsidiary pyramids used for burials of other members of the royal family. Next question. Was Mars inhabited by advanced beings at that time? Not advanced, looking for another planet to move Mars people of light. Why? Mars lost its highly important moons in the large solar mass ejection in that millennium. How did Mars beings survive? Mars had light beings that needed a lot of helium and a little hydrogen to illuminate themselves. Mars's helium was being depleted, and losing the moons finally made habitation of Mars impossible. How many moons did Mars have? 3 at that time. Were they destroyed by a giant solar flare? Not all were lost, only the most important one that allowed Mars's helium and hydrogen a lower atmosphere. Were Mars's beings space travelers? Yes, light being their method of propulsion and source of energy. How large were their spacecraft? About half a mile long. How many did they have? 19 in that millennium. Did they find Earth unsuitable for them? Not unsuitable, inhospitable in the amount of helium. How many planets did they explore? Not more than 39 in the Milky Way galaxy. So they found one hospitable to move to. Yes, 4 were hospitable, but only one was selected to inhabit. Where is it? Near the planet Lumirio in the constellation of Taurus. Do Mars's beings ever visit Earth now? Not in spacecraft, only in wavelengths of light. That's probably why, when they look for missing people, they can't find them. That would explain it. Or it would go a long way to explaining it. Because you're looking for physical evidence, and what's the answer here? Do Mars beings visit light? Remember the last 2 videos I did about Bigfoot? If they're not using physical spacecraft, if they're using wavelengths of light, which I don't really understand what that completely means, but you can kind of get it. It's like a wavelength. It's like in, out, like a wavelength that's manipulating reality. No wonder the sniffer dogs are picking up nothing. No wonder there's no physical evidence. This would go a long way to actually filling in the gaps. But anyway, next question. Do they have helpful or good intentions? All openings in likeness open and good. What the hell that means, I'm not sure. But anyway, that is the chapter. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and thanks for listening.